we have a consensus to have no intro, and we're just gonna blank start. That's the goal. That's the dream.
That's my dream.
Do you call him daddy? Do I call her daddy? Call her daddy. No?
What are you talking about?
No, it's a podcast,
Yeah,
dude.
that
It's
is
called
a
Call Her
podcast.
Daddy. It's on Barstool.
Okay, rule number 4. You can't talk about other podcasts.
So I got a story for you guys. So I'm at work at the guitar store, right?
Yes.
Everything's normal. This couple comes in to buy a piano from the piano section. And I'm like, doing my thing. And I can hear this guy, right? And he's like, we don't live too far, so if you want to deliver, you could really just bring a wheelbarrow and like just drag the piano over. And so my manager, Tiffany's like, ha ha ha, could we? And then he, out of nowhere, says, it's kind of like Bigfoot. I've seen him numerous times, but you never know when you see him. He gets all up in her face. Gets all up in her face and is like, they could be right here. Hell, they could be right behind you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
The big feet. Bigfoots. And he says he's written a few books on the subject. And so I'm like, really? So I do the illegal thing. And I look at his receipt and I look at his name and I look him up on Amazon, right? And
Amazon.
so he has a book, right? So I buy it. It's $2.99 on Kindle. It's self-published. It's called Bigfoot Watching Us? Right?
How do you know what it is? It's just like...
It's just a question. That's what that's the question.
Bigfoot watching us?
Yeah, and so I'm thinking, what the hell, right? So I read the description to the book before I buy it.
You bought it?
Oh hell yeah, I bought it, dude.
Like
Who's the
$2.50.
author?
His name is Jim McKinley.
McKinley. I just looked it up.
You're shouting him out?
Yeah, this is a sponsor, Jim McKinley. Bigfoot watching us.
No, it's Bigfoot Watching Us.
My first guess.
But I gotta.
Hey, Jim.
So I gotta find the Bigfoot. Here we go.
Is that legal? Can we say that?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you could say it. Yeah.
His name?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're
Well,
not
he's an
profiting
author.
off of his name. Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're right.
This is the. Are you ready for
I'm ready.
the description?
Yeah,
This is a story that has been kept secret for decades. The Black Ghost of the Woods. They are called, and they are watching you, and you are out camping.
No.
Did you miss
You
that?
are.
It was all in one sentence. You want me to try one more time?
no commas. Or
This is a story that has
Big
been
ol'-
kept secret for decades. The Black Ghost of the Woods. They are called, and they are watching you when you are out camping.
Wait, so he
Yes.
asked a question. He's telling you about him. He's like, but did they watching you guys? Like,
Yeah, that's the.
I
so they
really
leave,
don't know.
right?
I'm just writing a book here. Like,
This guy's massive. And I'm reading this book. And the whole thing, it's not like self-aggrandizing or anything. He's not like, stroking his own dick about being Bigfoot's lover or anything. But it's very like, when I was 5, I saw him. And when I was 10, I saw him. And I was 15, I saw him. And
What happened
so,
when you were 20?
would you believe it? He saw him, dude.
Oh my.
So, fast forward to yesterday, when we're delivering the piano, right? And so Tiffany, my boss, tells them that that I'm reading his book. And so here he comes. We're in his house,
you dirty,
right?
dude.
Crappy little
in his
house, kind of dirty, and
This penis off your side.
so they forgot a part for the piano. So they had to go back to the store and get it, and I'm stuck there, right? With Jim McKinley, the Bigfoot man. So I start asking him questions, and I said, "Sir, I'm reading your book, and I'm very intrigued about it." And he said, "Sit right here." And he points to his dinner table, and pulls out the freaking table.
No, dude, this is like a fever dream.
And so he pulls out, right? And he says, he puts his big ass gut right in my shoulder, right? And he's all like, now look up at me. And all I'm thinking is, oh my God, please do not rape me. This is the last thing I want. And he says, look up at me. So I look up at this man, and he says, that's what it's like looking at him. That's how tall they are.
If I was Bigfoot, you'd be dead. But...
Yeah, no shit. Like, that's exactly what he said. And so I'm just sitting there like, oh, really? Okay. So he sits down.
Wow.
And I keep asking him questions, and I'm like, you know, why will you never show anybody where you've seen these Bigfoots? Knowing the answer in my mind is because it's bullshit. But he says, he wants to protect them. Like, he was actually very straightforward. Like, I expected him to be a kook, right?
Yeah.
Dude, his wife was literally like, I cry every time I think about the time I saw Bigfoot. Oh my God, here I go again. And so out comes her granddaughter from a locked room, right? While I'm sitting there at the dinner table talking to Big Jim about Bigfoot. And here's this girl in this Elsa dress, and she's like, I wanted to say hi. It was
Like,
the most...
like how old is like?
This man's maybe
Like, was she-
60?
No, like was their granddaughter like a little girl, or was it just like?
Oh, yeah, she was like
So it
5,
wasn't-
and I'm like, why is
Oh,
she
okay.
hidden?
Dude, that is so weird. I can't believe you entertained Jim that long.
Well, here's the deal.
Dude, Mason
My
entertained
boss comes back.
him for a while, bro.
My dude pulls a book off the shelf and signs it for me. I now have a signed copy of Bigfoot Watching Us written
is
out
amazing.
just to me, dude.
Dude,
Yo,
I
what
don't-
are you using to edit together the sound clips?
So I'm capturing your guys' voice with Audacity, and then I am capturing my voice with a software called Camtasia, and then I'm going to probably edit it with Camtasia because it's pretty good. It's an all-around editor.
Nice.
Think-
I
I
think
think
I've been
that's
to
like
that
a cam
website.
girl's name. Like, yeah, Camtasia.
I bet it's a whole website.
So do you guys wear masks when you go places?
No, I'm not wearing. Well, I went when I got tested for it, but they made me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, generally, I don't. I mean, if I'm asked to, I will. You know, I'm not gonna be like that fucking douchebag that went into a Costco, and obviously had the mask when he went in there. You know, because they won't let you in
And then took
without
it
it,
off.
and then took it off and was like, let me pull out my phone. So my boyfriend Donald Trump, he can see that they're infringing on our rights.
I am being
To,
suppressed.
Suppressor.
My suppression is causing depression.
I went to Barnes and Noble today, and they asked, or on the sign it said, "Please come in with a mask," and I didn't have one on. And so me and Alexis both didn't have one on, and we're like, crap. I wanted to go to Barnes and Noble, and then there was this lady that was just standing outside, just standing there. She didn't work for Barnes and Noble. She was just standing right by the entrance, and she was like, "I saw 3 girls go in there without a mask, so you'll be fine." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
I'm
And when
here
I went in-
protesting the masks anyways.
The gatekeeper.
And then we went in, and there's like a manager and somebody sitting there. I was like, "Oh, we don't have masks. Is that okay?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, you're fine." She's like, "We recommend you have them, but I'm not gonna tackle you or anything." I was like,
Yeah.
"Sick."
Please tackle.
Yeah. I know your type.
You're like, damn, we're not gonna be tackling because you kind of fine, girl.
Dude, he's married, bro.
Mason, I'm married. Yeah,
Well,
Oh,
but you know what Granddad says? No, can't put that.
put that in there, dude. Teach him.
teach the youth. Tell them a valuable lesson.
I can't preach to the youth. People might not
You
agree.
say it, Mason.
You know
It's
what?
your
I'll also-
granddad.
It don't matter where you get your appetite, as long as you come home for dinner.
As long
Amen.
as you come home for seconds. Is that
Well, wait, no.
right?
As long as you have dessert at home.
As long as you just save some space for when you get home.
As long as you
No.
reheat the leftovers at home, you know.
This is also what I was thinking.
As long as you keep
When
your
I started that
receipt.
sentence. Hey, can I go?
Sorry.
Good.
This is what I was thinking when I started that sentence. It's like, also, I don't think I'm ever gonna apologize. No, actually, that's a bad thing to say. It's just like, don't be afraid
Apologizing
to
for
speak,
pussies.
to talk about it. Like, if you think something's funny and it's a joke or something and it's not bad, like cancel culture. If they're like, oh yeah, you referenced something that something is related to something and I got offended by that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, so sorry.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Joe Biden's very ill-advised joke?
I don't think
Tanner's
it was
getting
a joke.
political on day
Well,
one,
he was
guys.
like, he's like, if you ain't like me, then you ain't black or something like that.
Yeah, he
He's
said,
like-
if you don't vote for me, then you're not black. Something along those lines, I
Like,
believe.
if you're having trouble deciding whether to vote for me or Trump, you're not black.
All right, you ready for my take on this?
Yeah.
I can never speak to the experience of an African American, so I can't sit here and be like, I'm offended on behalf. Because, I mean, it's really not my spot to say anything. But I
Uh-huh.
will say it was mighty embarrassing.
That's how I'm like. It's not necessarily like. I mean, that it offends me because realistically, like, there's not any way it can offend me. Like,
Yeah.
I could just know it's like probably the dumbest thing.
Like,
since
is
injecting Clorox.
Is Trump a racist? Yes, undoubtedly. Does everybody still have free choice whether or not they're black and decide who they want to vote for? Yes. Like, I don't know, dude. Joe Biden's just a bucket full of mistakes and embarrassments.
A bucket full of words that don't quite meld together half the time.
Yeah. I don't know why he thought he was freaking... Because Hillary Clinton on that same show, you know what she brought with her? Was hot sauce, dude. Like, I don't know what people think.
Hot
They're
sauce.
like, I'm relating to the minorities.
She probably saw Hot Ones and was all about it.
What do you think about it, Alex?
I don't know.
Big turn you on?
It's like one of those things where you're like shocked at what he said, but you're not shocked that he said it, you know?
Yeah.
We call that the Trump effect nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
There's so much going
Like-
on, though, dude.
What was I don't know if this was like a dubbed video, but I don't remember what he was talking about. He might have been talking about family, but at one point he's like, "My sister, the love of my life." And we're-
Oh, I did see that.
Oh yeah. It was like he was answering a Q&A, like Google searches, and I was like, "Does Joe Biden have a brother?" It's like, "Yes, I have 2 younger brothers, and my sister.
My love
I
of my
love her
life.
so much, I just want to make out with her."
My first time. My sister.
Grimilda.
First, Gramilda. You guys think that it'd be what's the word I'm looking for? Bad, I guess, just bad in general, to talk about.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even
probably.
bother.
Let's do it. Let's just name drop really quick.
Talk something to it.
Donald Trump.
Like, it's not like I don't want to see him do good with his life. I still want to see him, so to say, eat, but he ain't eating at my table.
Damn.
He's eating your food.
Can I eat at your table?
I want to see him eat, but I don't want him to see him eat from my fridge.
And
I want to see him
Nope.
eat, but I want him to
So-called
see him
Staying
eat.
out of my pantry.
I want to see him eat, but I want a dessert as well.
Want him to eat garbage food.
Wash his hands first.
I want him to eat, but I want a blessing beforehand.
I just want to make sure he prays for it first.
What are these, dude? What are these analogies? It makes sense to me, but I've never heard that before. Like, oh, we eat and we eat. Like, that's getting money, right? Doing good, successful.
Yeah, just being successful.
It's like a lot of, I think, terminology from inner cities is becoming more popularized. I'm pretty sure like all the words we use now, like they've been using in places like Chicago for a long ass time.
Yeah, dude. Like,
And then with,
finna,
like, social
Kanye
media-
uses finna like in 2004 songs. And I didn't know about it
That's
until
great.
like college.
It's crazy how like slang and words start.
And
And
like
which ones
die
blow
too.
up. Yeah.
What's one that died? YOLO?
Yeah.
Ayala did that.
One that will probably never die is lit.
Lit. Lit's just, I think it's good.
It's a
Like,
meme
it can
now.
be cringy at times, but I think it's just a good one. Like, it's safe, it's family friendly, and it's fun. I subscribe to Lit.
No cap.
I
will probably
like
stay
lit.
around for a while.
Yo, Schmort.
You know, I know why people got on and clicked on this video to hear me say that I like Lit. Cat's out of the bag.
You got me.
Hands to God. I can't lie.
Watching a show on Netflix called White Lines.
Oh.
Is it about cocaine?
There's some cocaine in it, actually. Yeah.
I just assumed because the title.
Yeah. So like, this girl, like, I don't remember exactly how it starts because I started watching it late at night. But, like her older brother,
Okay, so I haven't watched the show.
into making he was into making me.
Do we end it with the sponsor? Raid?
Our first sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. I've been playing this game every morning and every afternoon and every night. You don't want to be left out of this, trust me. In a couple of years, people will only be talking about Shade Rado Legends.
You said what?
Sorry. In a couple of years, people cannot stop talking about Raid Shadow Legends. And I'm going to be honest with you, you don't want to be left out of that. You do not want to be left out of those conversations. So between you, me, and the wall, download Raid Shadow Legends.
No, I don't think I will. TikTok, dude, is gonna ruin my life, bro.
Oh, no, I
Like, I don't know about you other single fellers that are on TikTok. It's like, I swear, every time I use that app, dude, I find, like, a new love of my life. I'm like, damn. Like, you know what I'm just like, damn, dude. No, but it's just like, there is a lot of fine women on TikTok.
There happened to be.
No. Before I even
34.
start thinking that, I click on their profile because normally everybody has their age.
Dude, before I even start going ham.
Okay. All right. Next podcast. Stay
Not a
tuned.
podcast,
Not a podcast. Next talkie video.
Okay, we're
Stay
not
tuned
we're not
for,
five
we're
though,
gonna
dude.
spill
Like,
all Can I talk?
No.
Can I do the
Yeah.
outro?
Apparently not.
Okay, thank you. Okay, here we go. For the next Talkie Not a Podcast video, we're going to be outing all of our secrets, all of each other's secrets.
Dave, speak in a Mexican accent. Go, hurry.
For the next podcast video, we're going to be outing each other's secrets y todo. Oh, I had a
Bye.
mini freaking heart attack, guys. I thought I was not recording half of it. Oh, don't worry. We're not that dumb yet.